Inside the sealing chamber, the ritual circle cracks with crimson light. Yuki's body convulses as the nine-tailed beast's chakra is ripped from the seal.
Every Jinchuriki holds a tailed beast prisoner. I didn't imprison mine. I devoured it.
9 translucent crimson tails spiral into his body, his eyes snapping open molten gold.
Now its power is mine, and it can never take it back.
That boy, he devoured the 9 tails. The seal is destroyed. This is impossible.
The ritual chamber detonates in a pillar of crimson light. Outside, the villagers scream and flee. When the light fades, Yuki stands amidst the smoking ruins, 9 ghostly tails of chakra unfurling from his back. His eyes, now molten gold with fox-slit pupils, sweep over the terrified crowd. They see no savior. They see a monster. And the 5 villages will not suffer a monster to live. That morning, before the ritual, Yuki was known only as the village failure. He sat alone on the wooden steps, shunned even by the other children, who pointed and whispered cruel names.
Yuki, I brought you a flower. I am sorry they're so cruel.
Yuki, come with me. The elders are desperate. War is coming, and we have no Jinchuriki.
Why me? I am the only one who failed every sealing test.
There's one ritual left. It uses a mutated chakra from your ancestor. It might just let you contain the 9 tails.
You mean I could finally be useful?
If you survive. The chakra is unstable. It's your only chance to save this village. I'll do it.
And so Yuki entered the sealing chamber, not knowing that, instead of caging the beast, he would devour it whole. Deep in the sealing chamber, Elder Sojin raised his staff and began the forbidden incantation. The crimson chakra of the 9 tails erupted, but instead of flowing into the seal, it swirled toward Yuki.
What's happening? This isn't a sealing. Something inside me is pulling it in.
This is wrong. The ritual, it's not binding him. It's being devoured.
The beast's roar filled the chamber as Yuki's body absorbed the chakra, each tail forming like a burning thread. Elder Sojin was hurled backward, his staff shattering, before he could utter another word.
I can feel it, all its power, but there's no voice, no struggle, just silence.
Instead of a cage, he had become the prison. The 9-tailed beast was gone. Only the boy remained.
I didn't imprison it, I devoured it. And now, the world will never see me the same.
The ritual was over. Yuki stood alone in the smoking ruins, the fate of 2 beings irreversibly tangled.
They're all staring at me, like I am a demon from their darkest stories.
As he stepped into the gray daylight, the villagers recoiled as one, their fear a palpable wall.
Guards, seize him. He has become the beast incarnate.
Panicked, Yuki raised a hand defensively, and a surge of unchained chakra lashed out, striking a nearby farmer.
Stop. He didn't mean to. He's still Yuki. Please don't hurt him.
He is a threat to every life here. We must contain him until the 5 villages decide his fate.
They'll lock me in a cage for the rest of my life. I can't let them take me.
With a burst of inhuman speed, Yuki vaulted over the stunned crowd and bolted for the forest.
I am sorry, Kaie. I am sorry, Elder. I never wanted any of this.
As the forest swallowed him, the village's shouts faded, replaced by the crushing weight of utter solitude. Weeks bled into the damp soil of the forest. Yuki survived, but the beast's chakra writhed beneath his skin, hungry and unbidden. In moments of anger, the chakra erupted without warning, felling trees and gouging the earth, as if a beast itself.
I nearly killed a deer with a glance. What am I becoming?
Then, the visions began. In a fevered sleep, he saw a giant 9-tailed fox, wreathed in flames, standing upon a mountain of corpses. It flickered, humans chanting, spears of light, the fox crumbling, and a scream that felt like his own.
Those aren't my memories. What are they doing inside my head?
The snap of a twig shattered the silence. Hunter's shadows moved between the trees. They had found him. A skirmish erupted. Yuki's chakra flared uncontrollably, hurling one hunter into a trunk before he could even think.
I have to run. If I stay, I'll kill them all.
He plunged deeper into the woods, the hunters' shouts fading, but the visions and the rage promised to follow. The 5 villages sent their best hunter, Captain Hayate, a cold-eyed man who spoke to his katana more than people. Hayate tracked Yuki faster than any before, cutting off escape routes with brutal efficiency.
I can feel him. He's not like the others. He's hunting me, not just chasing.
At the cliff's edge, there was nowhere left to run. Hayate emerged from the shadows, katana drawn.
You've caused quite a stir, beast boy, but the hunt ends here.
Yuki's chakra erupted. Tails lashed out, but Hayate was fast. He dodged and struck first. The power coursing through Yuki was too much. He backhanded Hayate into the rock wall, blade shattering.
Hayes defeated. One more strike, and it's over. But he's just doing his duty. I can't.
Hayate fled humiliated. Within hours, the 5 villages' council received his grim report. He demanded a containment squad, chakra suppression, and an order to kill if necessary. But Yuki was no longer running. A vision of still water and a weeping voice had gripped him, pulling him toward a hidden lake. He stepped through the reeds and saw a vast, mirror-like lake enclosed by cliffs, and he was not alone. A woman rose from the lake, water dripping from teal-tinted hair, her eyes blazing cyan with the mark of the 3 tails.
So the villages finally sent an assassin. I won't let you put a collar on me. She's like me. She houses a tailed beast. I can feel it.
She attacked without warning, a spiraling water dragon roaring from her palm toward Yuki's chest.
I've killed hunters before. You are just the next one they've sent to die.
Crimson clashed with cyan, steam erupting as their chakra howled, and for an instant, the beasts inside them screamed in unison. The resonance staggered them both. A deep, ancient grief neither understood, but the fight did not stop. In the chaos, Yuki saw her not as an enemy, but as the only other person who could understand his curse. In the heat of the clash, Yuki's chakra stretched out like hungry roots, latching onto the 3 tails within Mizuchi.
What are you doing? Stop. It's tearing me apart.
It's happening again. My power is pulling her beast out. I have to stop it.
He clawed at the connection, fighting his own chakra as it drained her life force. With a silent snap, the tendril severed. Mizuchi collapsed, the lake roaring back to stillness.
The voice. The 3 tails voice. It's gone. What have you done?
She's alive, but the beast is gone. She's free, but at what cost?
She lay there, her seal shattered, her power a hollow echo of what it once was. Yuki stood over her, the weight of what he'd nearly done crushing any relief. He had not meant to harm her, but the monster inside him did not ask permission. Hours passed by the lake. Mizuchi stirred, her gaze hollow, but she did not strike again.
I didn't come here as a hunter. I came because I see visions of the 9 tails as a guardian, not a monster. A guardian? You nearly killed me. Why should I believe anything you say?
He told her of the ancient war, the spears of light, the betrayal. Her silence was heavy.
My beast. I always felt its sadness, like a prisoner who never deserved the cage.
For the first time, she did not see him as a hunter.
I have to go. They'll find me, and they'll find you. I am sorry. Go then. But I won't forget what you did or what you said.
That night, as Yuki vanished into the woods, Mizuchi's dreams were no longer her own. She saw the fox spirit fall, the human armies cheering, and woke with tears that were not her own. Through the forest, Yuki's senses prickled. Something was wrong. Above the treetops, A chakra projection crackled, the seal of the 5 villages, with Hayate's voice booming.
Hear this, Beast Boy. We have your precious Kaede. Surrender in 3 days, or she dies.
Kaede, they took her because of me. Because I showed mercy.
He saw in his mind's eye. Kaede dragged from the village, a blade at her throat.
If I go, it's a trap. If I don't, she's dead. Tears, there's no choice. I am going to get her out.
Yuki turned toward the hunter encampment, his chakra simmering with cold resolve. Hayate stood by the campfire, katana ready, knowing the boy would come. At the edge of the camp, Yuki crouched in the shadows, eyes scanning for the trap he knew was waiting. He glided through the camp like a ghost, one guard crumpling silently before he could shout. A second fell to a precise strike. A third never saw the crimson eyes behind him.
She's right there, bound and terrified. I have to reach her.
He reached the clearing where Kaede knelt, but the moment his foot touched the soil, chakra-suppressing seals blazed to life.
Did you really think we'd let you walk in here unchained?
Yuki, no. It's a trap. Just run. Please.
Yuki tried to summon the beast, but his chakra was yanked away like a candle in a storm. He was just a boy again. Hunters poured from the shadows. He fought with fists alone, dropping 2, 3, but there were dozens. A blow to his back sent him staggering.
Enough of this. He's just a boy without his pet.
Kaie, I am sorry. I couldn't save you. The cage snapped shut.
Before dawn, a chakra projection crackled to life above the camp, the grim visages of the 5 villages council.
The beast is contained. I recommend immediate extraction of the 9 tails.
No. The extraction will kill him. He's not just a beast. He's a person.
The council's decree was swift and merciless. Perform the extraction ritual at dawn. The boy would be left a lifeless husk. They dragged him to a lightless cell, the walls humming with sealing barriers.
So this is the end, chained like an animal, waiting to be gutted.
Then, the fractured visions fused. He saw the 9-tailed fox as a guardian, shielding a village from dark chakra. Human armies, led by the village's ancestors, struck it down with spears of light and tore its power into 9 cursed prisons.
They made us weapons. The Jinchuriki were never monsters. We were victims of their greed.
He knew the darkest secret of the 5 villages, but the truth alone could not break his chains. In his cell, Yuki felt a fragile chakra thread, remnant of the 3 tails he nearly stole.
I can reach them. They have to know.
He pushed the memory of the fox's murder along that thread, a silent scream into the dark. The visions slipped past the seals, ghostly tendrils racing across the land. In a desert cave, a Jinchuriki of the 1 tail jolted awake, sand spiraling around him. In a forest shrine, the girl with the 2 tails saw the ancient spears and wept. By the lake, Mizuchi saw all, and for the first time, she truly understood. Her teal chakra flickered, then steadied. She would no longer hide. Dawn arrived. Yuki sat in chains, drained, but a faint smile touched his lips. Across the land, the Jinchuriki rose, their anger and grief forging new resolve. That afternoon, Kaede slipped past the guards, her heart a storm of guilt.
I did this to you. I was the bait that caught you. Can you forgive me? You were their prisoner too. I came because I couldn't let them hurt you.
She pulled out a stolen key and unlocked the chakra-suppressing manacles around his wrists.
Chakra is trickling back. Not enough to fight, but enough to hope. Listen, Kaede. The 9 tails wasn't a monster. It was a guardian, betrayed by the village's ancestors. That's horrible, but I believe you. What do we do?
Together, they devised a desperate plan. Break out at nightfall, before the extraction ritual could commence.
If they catch us, I'll be branded a traitor. I don't care. You have to live to tell the truth. The Jinchuriki are on the move. If I can just hold out, we might have an army at our back.
Nightfall. Yuki and Kaede crept through the prison corridors, their shadows merging with the dark. Kaede silenced the first guard with a precise strike to the temple. Yuki pulled the second into the dark.
The exit is just ahead. Stay close. We can make it.
An alarm seal screeched. Hayate stepped from the shadows, katana gleaming in the seal light.
I knew you'd try something. This time, there's no cliff to hide behind.
My chakra's still too weak. She can't fight him alone.
Panic and fury unlocked a dam. Raw crimson chakra erupted, shattering his remaining chains like glass. A shockwave of red chakra hurled Hayate into the wall and scattered the guards like leaves.
Yuki, you did it. Ah.
He grabbed her and fled into the woods, her blood slick in his grip. The beast's roar still thundering in his ears. The forest glade was still, save for Kaede's shallow breaths. Yuki pressed herbs to her wound, his own reserves nearly spent. A shadow fell across them. Yuki's hand shot out, chakra flickering, but the tall man only raised open palms.
2 blue flame tails. The 2 tails Jinchuriki. He's not here to fight. Yuki. Who?
The stranger knelt, his voice weary but clear. The Jinchuriki spoke softly, his eyes holding centuries of sorrow.
He saw the same nightmare I did, and he still came to me willingly.
Yuki placed his hand on the man's chest. Crimson chakra tendrils bloomed, gentle this time, guided by trust. The 2 tails flowed into him, its anguished roar quieting to a purr. 2 new tails, wreathed in sapphire flame, joined the crimson. Homura slumped, breathing but free. Yuki felt the beast's sorrow lift, and a new certainty that the others would follow. Under a canopy of stars, Mizuchi stood before the gathering of Jinchuriki, their chakra auras flickering like lost constellations.
We've all seen the truth. The villages made us weapons. Yuki can undo that cage. We move now.
By dawn, they were a silent procession crossing misty rivers and rocky trails, evading village patrols with desperate precision.
I can feel them. 7 heartbeats, each chained to a stolen soul. They're coming to me.
Meanwhile, on the Thunder Plains, the 5 villages unfurled banners of war. Captain Hayate stood before a sea of armored hunters.
He's become a plague. Today, we burn the contagion before it spreads. No mercy, no hesitation.
The army began its march, thousands of feet shaking the ground, their formation, a steel river aimed at the heart of the plains.
And behind them, an army of hate is marching, Hayate at its head. They'll all reach the same ground by sundown.
We have to cross the plains before nightfall. If they catch us first, it's over.
One group fled for freedom, the other marched for murder. And Yuki clenched his fists, knowing he would have to face both. In a forest clearing, Yuki knelt in the last hour of darkness, his chakra unfurling like a second dawn.
If I take all 9, will I still be human? Or will I become something else entirely?
Kaede limped to his side, her bandage stained but her eyes clear. She had heard his silent question.
You'll still be Yuki. The boy who saved me, who refuses to kill. That's stronger than any beast. Then I'll do it. I'll become the sanctuary for all 9, even if it costs me this body.
He closed his eyes and reached out, not with chakra threads, but with the full voice of the 9 tails. A silent roar that crossed mountains, across the land. The fleeing Jinchuriki felt the summons like a thunderclap in their souls. Their pace quickened. Mizuchi shouted encouragement, and the group broke into a run. Their beast's power, lending them desperate speed. When Yuki opened his eyes, the sun crested the horizon. The Thunder Plains awaited. Somewhere in the distance, an army's drums beat a funeral march. But Yuki did not flinch. The 7 Jinchuriki emerged from the mist at dawn, their chakra auras blending into the stormy sky. Mizuchi led them, her face set with grim hope.
They've come like lambs to the slaughter. Surround them, leave no escape.
We didn't come to fight. We came to be free.
One by one, they dropped to their knees in the damp grass, the weight of stolen power bending their backs for the last time. Yuki extended his hands. Crimson tendrils flowed, gentle and sure, pulling the beasts from their willing hosts. Each absorbed beast unfurled a new tale. Blue flame, molten sand, whispering wind, until 8 chakra tails haloed his body. His hair whitened at the tips.
What are you waiting for? Kill them, rip them apart.
The army charged, but a dome of pulsing crimson chakra erupted from Yuki, deflecting arrows and blades like a tidal wave against glass.
8 tails. Only the one tail remains scattered. The 9th will be my own soul, not a stolen shard.
The barrier held, a heart wall of stolen grief now turned to sanctuary, and inside, the former Jinchuriki wept with relief. Yuki stepped through the crimson barrier, 8 tails fanning behind him, like a storm of colors. Hayate's elite squad lunged, but Yuki's hand rose, and a shockwave of pure presence hurled them back, without a single drop of blood.
What trick is this? Fight me, beast.
Instead of striking, Yuki closed his eyes and let the ancient memory burst forth, a colossal illusion that painted the sky. Above the battlefield, the ghost of the 9-tailed guardian stood tall, and the ancestors of the 5 villages drove spears of light into its heart, tearing it into 9 screaming shards. The army froze. Swords trembled. Hunters looked at their own hands, as if seeing blood for the first time.
You hunt me as a monster, but your ancestors made me.
Hayate's katana clattered to the ground, his scarred face twisted not in anger, but in the agony of witness. The war cries died. Only the wind and the weight of a 1,000-year lie remained. Hayate stood alone, his god of duty replaced by a hollow echo of what he had nearly murdered. A faint golden shimmer answered from the earth, the scattered chakra of the one tail, never sealed, just scattered. Yuki opened his arms and pulled the remnants into his chest, like a last breath. The 9th tail bloomed.
All 9. Not stolen, not imprisoned, chosen. I am the vessel, the sanctuary, and the warning.
Then it was never a monster. We were the curse, all along. I will not destroy your villages. That would make me the weapon you created, but you will live with the truth your ancestors buried. You will atone.
The war was over, yet peace felt heavier than any blade. Yuki's 9 tails swayed like a mourning flag.
From this day, I will be feared, not out of cruelty, but because you will always know the truth.
The army retreated, not in defeat, but in the shame-faced retreat of those who had seen their own darkness. Yuki turned his back on the field of silence. The boy who devoured the beast was gone. The guardian of a wounded truth remained. Days later, Yuki stood on a cliff, overlooking the village of his birth, 9 tails swaying in the twilight breeze. Kaede stepped beside him, her wound healed but her eyes carrying the weight of all they had survived.
They don't chase us anymore. They watch you like they're waiting for a storm. Then let them watch. Fear is the only thing that will keep this peace from shattering again.
Below, villagers moved through the streets, casting glances upward, not with hate, but with the hush of frightened reverence.
Will you ever step foot in that village again? Number. I belong to the shadows now. A guardian who exists only in their nightmares when they forget.
Kaede touched his arm. Her smile was sad, but her loyalty unshaken. The 9 tails curled gently around them, as if the beasts themselves were at rest. There was no celebration, no false promise. Only a boy who devoured a god and became the most feared shinobi alive, not for his power, but for the truth he would never let be buried again.